Hi, guys.
Hi everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us again with a new video about special love.
Yeah,
Yeah. What does it mean,
special.
special love? Can love be special?
Yeah,
Should it be special? That is the
that's a good
question.
question.
Yeah.
It's we first of all we mostly don't know what love is. I mean, what we know about love is usually what we see from the movies, right? When we look and we see a romantic
Romantic.
relationship,
Yeah.
and then later when we grow up, maybe we fall in love with someone. Of
Mm.
course, we love our parents and maybe our I don't know best friends. Um, but we don't know much about the true love, Arash. So
No,
that's
because
something.
what you are saying
Yeah.
is really conditional. It depends on the label. If it's parents, there is a love which is conditioned to this label,
We
which
already
is,
gave out the answer. So
yeah,
that is the
the fake one.
yeah
Yeah.
that is the special love. That's
Yeah.
the not the true love we are talking about. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. We all have it. So it's not
No, but we have to
we
learn
all have it.
something
Yeah.
out of this.
It
Yeah.
just we need to know that it's not the true love,
Mm,
and because the true love, as we know, as we have learned also from A Course in Miracles,
mm,
is that it's all encompassing, and it doesn't know any conditions.
mm.
So when you love someone, you should love everyone equally,
Equal. Yeah.
all your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, sure. Maybe we can give some examples that our
Yeah,
experiences. For
that is
me,
very interesting.
I can say what I have seen from parents, what I have seen in my life. For example, you can really, your mom and dad. You can really love your mother because, or the other way around. You can really love your father because he's a very, very calm person. He doesn't say much. He doesn't share much. No emotions. He's really calm. But you have a mom who is not really calm, who really shows that she's angry. She is not satisfied about life. Just the opposite. Now you think in your mind that my father is the hero here. You think that you love him because he is not like her.
Yeah.
But what are you doing? You're comparing and you're choosing to love
Hmm.
and choosing to hate. So that is my experience, what I have seen around me and my own experiences. But one day I just realized that there
Yeah.
is not much of difference
Yeah.
between them.
Yeah.
The only difference is identity. The only difference is their box, their comfort zone. He was the one who is feeling safe while he didn't share anything, while he was keeping everything secret. But she was different. She was feeling good to bother you with her pain and with her emotions and just
Hmm.
sharing it with you so she can get rid of it. But what is the difference? They're
Hmm.
both the same, but they are believing in their identity. They forgot who they really are, who they actually are, which is
Yes.
spirit, which is the same as
Yeah.
love, as true love,
Yes.
and equal.
Yes. And more
That's my
importantly, it
experience.
comes back to us how we see them,
Yeah.
because as long as we see them as like separate entities there, and we actually, when we love one more than the other one, we actually create that in making the illusion real. We are kind of doing the same thing. We are making separation real. So what we and I also what we can also say to the viewers is that what is wrong with special love is that
Mm,
it never stays. It could one day collapse.
mm,
Why? Because it cannot, you cannot use a special love to replace the light or the God or whatever you want to call it,
mm,
because it's just one character, as you said. This is
mm,
one identity you just choose,
mm,
and you just try to make that holy and try to see the other one as ugly or negative.
mm,
And that holy one, you try to like trying to worship it and be good to it. But one day that person might go away, or maybe something happens between you and her or him, doesn't matter.
mm,
But you will realize that that person is not really different than the other ones, as you said it.
mm,
They're
mm,
all equally, because they are all our brothers and sisters, and which are equally in the same level. We should show our love to them because they are not any less or any higher than the other ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So the only person who's giving it, giving this, let's say, giving it the labels
Mm-hmm.
is us,
Is us, yeah, in
and
the
we are
mind.
doing it, and it depends on identities. If your father's identity is in match with you at that moment, you think he is the hero. But if there is somebody else who is not in your, the how do you say
Mm-hmm.
it, your energies doesn't match, you think
Mm-hmm.
this person is bad or good. But you can also look to it in a different way. You can say that this, I can call this person bad in comparison with the with the good person. So if both of them they didn't exist here, how could I give the label to them?
Yes.
So in this way, you can start
Yeah.
with this oneness,
Yeah.
create,
Yeah.
understand what oneness is.
Yeah.
Because if they were not here, what could you do? What could you experience? What could you see? What labels
Exactly.
could you give?
Yeah.
So it's all fake.
No.
It's all. One day you will realize that you will ask yourself that what is the point of loving some person more than the
Yeah.
other person?
Yeah.
That is not loving. That is
No.
just he doesn't tell me what I don't want to hear. That is why I love him. If somebody tells you what you don't want to hear, you think you
Yeah.
hate him. But it's not
Exactly.
like that.
And more
So,
importantly, Arash, is that they
mm,
are all aspects of our mind.
yeah.
They are not separate bodies as we see them. They are really like ourself we are looking at.
Mm,
And also in the course, we have read that it says there is no degrees in illusions. So whenever we try to again make a special love, special hate we will talk about also in another episode.
mm,
We are creating again degrees because that's what the ego does. That's what whenever we believe in ego, it creates degrees because it's again it wants to compare things, it wants to make it real,
mhm,
but we don't have to buy into that. So we can, whenever we see in our life, and maybe that's also a good practice, is whenever we see we trying to make someone more lovable than the other person, we have to ask ourselves, who are we really listening to at that moment?
mhm,
And that's most probably we are listening to ego because the higher self or the Holy Spirit wants us to see all the brothers and sisters as
mhm.
equally and love them equally. And actually see them all
Yeah,
as one sonship, as our brothers and sisters,
yeah.
because there is only one mind.
I always, I just had this reminder. I always had troubles with this issue. When I, for example, talk to other persons, when I even was a teenager, and I saw them talking about love, and the first thing that girls were talking about other things, boys about other things. But both of them, they were, especially girls, they were looking to appearances. What is the height of this person?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of body does he have?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of clothes? What kind of hairstyle? That kind of things. And sometimes I could see a very good person, a very calm and relaxed and safe person whom you can talk with. You could share everything with this person. Because this person height was zero point 0.1 inches too short for that girl, love was disappeared. What kind of love is that? I was always thinking about this, that where is the love everybody's talking about? They say love is in the air, love is there. You should find somebody to love. You should
Yeah.
do this. You should do. But where is this love?
No.
Nobody is looking for it.
Yeah.
Nobody's searching for it. But they want to. They want them to. They want love to be delivered like pizza.
Yes. Yes.
But it doesn't work like that.
That's a very
Yeah.
good example of the
Yeah.
separation. It's how we have been living in a conditioned world where everything has been like
Mm,
these values which we have got from the society,
mm,
and where we start to labeling things
mm,
as good or bad, as handsome, ugly, who is more suitable for a romance relationship. We cannot say this love. I mean, we can call it maybe a romance relationship, but it's not true love because the true love again is without any conditions.
mm,
And we can only achieve this by, and we were like talking in another video about the discipline of mind.
mm. Yeah.
When we like become vigilant and we become aware in our mind
Mm.
whenever we do that. So we can only do this for ourselves. It's not about going correcting the other people who are not doing it. This is
Mm.
about us, how we look at the different identities in our life,
Yeah.
and which value we are giving to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That
maybe.
that could be maybe a good exercise,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for
You just
viewers.
mentioned
Yeah.
it before. Whenever you realize you're creating another separation in love, when you say, "Oh, I like this guy. I love this guy more,"
Mm,
or "I love this girl more than the other. I like my younger sister more than my
mm,
elder sister."
mm,
But whenever you do this in your mind, it always happens in your mind. Just
mm.
recognize it and catch yourself.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to
Yes.
understand that you're doing it again, and
Yes.
just stop.
Yeah.
Just see what you're doing and stop. So
Yes.
don't join it. The same
Exactly. This is a
pattern.
very
Yeah.
good, and also to
Yeah.
remind the viewers that we are
Mm.
not talking about not being normal.
Mm.
Obviously, we all have these special relationships
Yeah. Sure.
around us. It doesn't mean we just stop seeing our girlfriend or boyfriend.
Mm.
We just we have, I mean, we have certain feelings with them. That's why we are together. But it doesn't mean we
Memories.
have to start. We have to buy into it as seeing that as true love. We can start seeing this love. We can start extending this love
Mm.
to everyone equally, and that will need time. That will need practice. It won't be achieved in one day.
And also
Um,
everything,
yeah,
not everyone.
everything
To
exactly.
me, for
Yes.
example, I go to my Nespresso machine and I take the coffee thing and I want to put it inside. Sometimes in my mind, I talk to him. Before I
Yes.
do it in the machine, I say, "Hey, pretty thing," and then I put it in the machine because I'm going to eat it, and after a
Yeah.
few minutes, it becomes me. So it is not just like a
No.
tool or food.
Yeah.
You
Could be
you
anything.
can love and have respect for everything and
Nature,
everybody.
animals, anything you can
Yeah,
see.
for the door,
Yeah.
for when you close the door. This was a tree
That's a
a
good one.
while ago. You know, this table, this everything.
Yeah.
It's just
At the
one.
same time that we are saying it's an illusion, and when you're saying there are not really any meaning in them
Mm.
themselves, we are giving that meaning to them from the mind.
Yeah.
So this is not about, so that might be a bit confusing for many because
Mm.
one point you say it's illusion, other point you're saying start having this love with these things you see.
Hmm.
It's because we are including them in our spiritual sight. And that's
Yeah.
what gives meaning to them. That's what gives actually inspiration for us to see a different world.
You can say also like when you are the one who is choosing this, who is creating this special love, it always comes back to you. You are the one who is creating separation. You are also the one who is able
Who can
to
undo it?
stop it and
Yes,
undo it.
exactly.
So that
That's a
is
good one.
why we say this is an illusion.
Yes.
Yes, it is an illusion, but now you're here and
Yeah,
you can use it to create oneness and remember oneness. It's not that you don't know,
that's beautiful.
just
Yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah,
oneness.
yeah.
That's it. So you can use Nespresso machine, you can use the door, everything can become
Yes.
like you. And don't be just a user, you know? So we
Yeah,
are all one.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's. I think it was a nice exercise, and I just want to say that. Please let us know if you have any comments or questions. We have received some lovely messages to our channels, and we really love to hear more from you. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't, or tell your friends about it. We are not getting any money out of this. We're just doing this because we love it,
Yeah.
and we like to actually just share the experience with everyone who is in the same path. But thanks again for being with us today, and in the future we will have other videos, interesting ones for
Yeah.
you to see.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very
See
much.
you next time.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.